first day of training camp, getting the opportunity to work with Kellen. Can you just tell us a little bit about, kind of what stands out to you about him?
I ain't see Kellen that much today. I ain't gonna lie to you and make something up. But nah, I mean, he in there. I think he's real focused, man. He's pretty even. Knows what he wants. I mean, and I'm not going off interacting with him today. I'm just going off of kind of the way the schedule is, and I kind of look at things from a different perspective. Like, it's the way he times things up. It's like a reason. It's a reason behind why the periods are set up the way they set up, and why the plays are set up the way they set up in each period, things like that. So that's kind of what I was watching. I didn't interact with him too much, but I was just watching him a little bit, and he seems like he's very, very confident in why and when he's doing things. So.
Do you get excited about sort of the success that he's had with running backs in his past?
Of course.
Stands out to you?
Yeah, of course. And I mean, obviously with Saquon just being the last and doing it, man, it's exciting. I try not to look too far ahead. It's day one of camp, so we got to grind, and it's a lot to learn. Just with everybody, it's a whole new team. So just kind of catching everybody's vibe and seeing where everybody's heads at. Like, I know a lot about B. Cooks, but I never played with him. Right. So catching his vibe, and then Shaheed and Chris are older now, so I'm just watching them, and it's like it's cool to see them grow, and obviously Steve's, Eric, all these guys, Banks, Sally, Trevor at a new position, man. I'm just doing a lot of observing right now. Yeah, so I feel good.
Describe Kellen's personality, like he says.
I'm figuring him out still. I'm figuring him out. I think he cool though. He cool for right now. If he do something messed up, I'll let y'all know. But nah, he cool, man. I think he's excited. I think he got good energy. Like I said earlier, I think he has a rhyme and a reason to why he does things. He knows what he wants, and I think that's one of the biggest things. I think in being a player and a coach, like just having the confidence to say something, do something, and then stand on it. Like have a reason why. Like whether it goes wrong or right. Like, well, I did this because, and then be able to stick with that. So I kind of get that vibe from him. So we'll see. I gotta see what his other vibes is like.
He seems to smile a lot.
Yeah, he do. Yeah, I don't know what he happy about. Y'all let me know. Next time y'all interview him, ask him what he happy about, and we can talk about it.
Yeah, what was your reaction to
Tyrann, man, I didn't know I was in the locker room, man. I didn't even talk to him. I gotta hit him. I know he was probably bombarded yesterday, so I wanted to cool down a little bit and I'll holler at him. But I mean, just to speak on him a little bit, that was one of them guys. Like I think everybody, growing up, it was like the Vicks, Dion's, and like Honey Badger, especially in me coming up. So a lot of respect to him. Happy I got to play with him. Good friend, good dude, all around. So I know he got some up his sleeve for what he's doing next. So I'll be connected with him. He out here, so I talk to him.
You being the leader of the running back group, how do you read or react or treat veterans like Cam, Akers, or you got Clyde versus the younger guy?
I treat everybody the same. See, I've never been, because I had older guys that were cool to me, like Adrian Peterson, and I had Mark, and I had Travaris Cadet, guys that had some years on me and just brought me in and kind of like let me find myself. They weren't overly trying to like push me in one way or the other, or get on me too hard when I messed up, or praising me too much when I did well. It was more so like, okay, well, you here now, we all grown, like find your path. If you need something, I got you. So I'm just watching everybody, Kendra here, third year. I know Clyde, man, you've seen what he's done. He's been able to do in the league. Man, everybody, Devin, all these guys in the room, man, I think all of them got their own personalities. I'll speak for me. When I came in my rookie year, I knew who I was, but when you get to another level, it's like that anxiety to perform. So I just try to let everybody find what makes them comfortable, and then I'm just there for the assist. Like if you need something, holler at me. And I don't want them to look at me and like, oh, it's Alvin. Like I gotta be on my man. No, we all together. Like I'm looking at them like I gotta set a good example, But I'm not. I don't feel pressure to act a certain way. Just be you. I just tell everybody be you, and that's the best way to make it gel.
Would you want Saquon level touches, like 350 carries, or is that a crazy number?
Shit, man. Look, I'm going to call Saquon. I'm going to ask him how he felt on Sundays after the game. But, man, I think I think balance is important, right? So efficiency with how I'm getting the ball, when I'm getting the ball, and then we got dogs on the team, so hopefully those guys get some spin and get the ball and loosen things up for me. So then it's I'm a big believer in hustle smart, not hard. So the best way I can get the ball and the most productive I can be in the most efficient ways, that's what I'm looking for, and I think Kell got that. So.
There's been some seasons where it has been maybe more efficient, some seasons where it's been like.
So I know what it is. I know what it feels like.
Yeah.
So that's really what I'm looking for. Just the efficiency, man. Like make those touches count. Whether it's 10 rushes and 5 catches or 10 catches and 5 rushes. Like if those spots are good and we rolling and think it puts me in the best position to help, then that's what I'm looking for.
Are you at a point in your career where you would like speak up on that if you felt like it was out of balance, or like maybe like, hey, like can we look at my role, or nah? I have the same message every year. Like I'm just here to do what helps. I don't want to get into that, but I mean I think so. I think I'm pretty vocal. In the building. When we going through things and figuring things out. I know for the past 3 I definitely have, and that was, but it's cool. We moving on.
I know it's very easy to say we don't care what people say from the outside,
yeah.
And we're giving our 100% every day and all that.
Uh-huh.
How do you weigh coming in as a veteran, knowing you're picked to finish last by a lot of people who are going to start an inexperienced quarterback? I'm
gonna tell y'all, I don't watch sports, and I don't watch Sports Center, all that. So everything that is said about us, it gets sent to me either by my brother, my friends, like my 4 best friends, or like my mom will randomly call me and be like yesterday, she right when I found out Tyrann retired, she's like, Tyrann retired? I'm like, yeah, Mom. She's like, did you talk to him? I'm like, nah, not yet. But that's how I find things out. But I really never been a fan of the noise, right? Yeah. Like I don't really care. I literally, like genuinely, wholeheartedly don't care. Like I have a better word for like in between don't and care. But I'm focused on what's going on in here.
But how about the importance of things like the spirit and the energy and the belief and the buy-in? I mean, is it harder to do there's sometimes when you think you have the best team in the league, and sometimes when there's like a mountain. Yeah.
I think that comes from like a guy like me, the Marios, Cams, like the guys that have been here before, like you said, that have experience with knowing that, you could feel like you're on top of the world, and then you end up kind of having some bumps and bruises and end up not really where you saw yourself, and then it could be the opposite. You could feel like, this year we ain't, and then you explode. So I think right now we just building. We building. I think it's, especially for me, and I know DeMario over there and Cam, them guys are gonna talk, and I know they're gonna have the same message. Like we have to build. We have to earn the respect of each other. We have to earn the respect of these coaches, get back the respect of these fans, and on Sunday it'll take care of itself. I think we got talent. Guys around here played a lot of football, and we just got to get our vibe back, man. We just got to get our spark back. So
when you mentioned you've talked about being here and seeing Drew and knowing what it looks like at the highest level. Yeah. Not that you really compare these guys yet to that, but you see maybe like a foundation or the potential to at least achieve greatness from what
I see a lot of hunger. I see hunger, and I see a lot of want to, and I see guys that are very studious and guys that don't want to let their teammates down. If we talking about quarterbacks, right? Yeah. So I see guys that are willing to take the criticism, that are willing to put in the work, that are willing to say, you know what, that's not quite right. We got to switch it up. We got to change how we doing things. And that's just from the 2 days of being here for vet mini camp, and then today, like they're anxious to be great. So it's good to see that. Like I'm on year 9. Them dudes is younger, but they obviously in a position to where they got a ball, they got to put their best foot forward. So I think it's good. I like, especially for me, I think my best performances is under pressure. So I think all 3 of them guys feel some pressure to perform, and I think that brings out the best in you, because they trying to not only prove it to themselves, try to beat out each other and prove it to the team, but they trying to prove it to them coaches too. So I think it's gonna be healthy. It's gonna be good.
Do you feel like you have to build? When you're talking about building earlier, I feel like you have to do you have to build more when you're coming off a season like you guys did, or is it the same kind of build?
I think from the outside looking in, you would think that you would have to build more, but I think every year is the same kind of formula, right? Not the same formula per se, but the same mind space. It's like, okay, this team is not last year's team, right? It's a different team, whether it's players, coaches. There's a lot of things that change. There's a lot of moving parts. So I think in my mind, at least, I go into every year with, okay, I gotta be better than last year. So whatever I do, I gotta grind 10 times harder. I gotta be 10 times smart. Like, so that's my whole mindset. So I think from top to bottom, you know, I feel like I exude that. It's other guys around the locker room that exude that, and it just trickles down, and then that becomes the identity of the team, right? So when we're talking about building, there's core values I think that we've lost, that I think there's guys in here that have it, but for some reason it just wasn't sticking throughout the whole team consistently. So I think it's just like from year to year, you want to be great. The goal is the Super Bowl, so that goal doesn't change. So how you get to that goal every year, there's different puzzle pieces, there's different ways to put it together, but you know the vibe stays the same. It's like I got to be better than last year. I got to be better than the version of myself last year. I got to be a better teammate. I got to be a better player personally. I got to prepare better. I got to work harder. So those are just the essentials, like, I think. So I don't really know if that answered your question, but
when you talk about doing like being the best version of yourself, and did you change up stuff in your training? Like, did you do like altitude training when you were up in?
Oh yeah, I mean, when you wake up, it's altitude training. Shit, I was walking up the steps when I first got there, and I thought I was about to die. But yeah, I think for me, it wasn't like I'm gonna go to Colorado and train. Swayze got hired, Deion hired Swayze. Obviously, I mean, Deion a good friend, so he allowed me to use the facilities up there. I mean, Boulder's a cool place. It's different, you know. I'm a Southern dude, but it's a little different. But it just kind of put things into perspective, because I was so used, and I'm a creature of habit, so I was so used to just, you know, locking in Miami from March to July and just being out there, and then having to kind of, not really having to, it was a choice, but Swayze said he going to Colorado. I'm like, I'm coming with you. So just being out there just kind of changed my mindset. It's like, man, you know, like I said, the formula doesn't change. So it's like, regardless of if I'm in Miami, Colorado, he could have went to Alaska, I would have went with him. But, you know, the work is still the work. So we got it in, and I feel good. I think it was beneficial, just mentally and physically, obviously, because the altitude, but definitely mentally, because it just, like I said, put some things into perspective. And then, you know, I think Swayze, not only is he a trainer, but I think like he kind of almost like a father figure to me, you know, and like just a big homie, father figure, like friend, all that. So, you know, just kind of switching positions and switching environments kind of changed our conversation a little bit, you know, put certain things into perspective, and it was all healthy, man. I felt really good being out there, not only physically but mentally, spiritually, all that. So.
Hey, Alvin, did Sean hit you up?
You said, did Sean hit me up? Yeah, of course. I hit Sean up. Man. You know, all those guys, everybody over there, Street, Rizzy, everybody. So I talked to them. You know, it's all good. Everybody thought I was going to the Broncos, I guess. I don't know.